Grimcutty is the latest Hulu horror film. Let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services just like Hulu. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. A suburban teen girl and her little brother must stop a terrifying internet meme brought to life by the hysteria of their parents. Now I know that plot seems very average, and a lot of this film does feel very average. We have this creature, Grimcutty, that's towering over everybody. It is large. It is actually quite terrifying how he's lurking in the backgrounds and charging at you. A lot of the teenagers within this film start to see Grimcutty on the internet, and then they start to talk about Grimcutty, and the more that they talk about Grimcutty, the more this creature is starting to have these teenagers harm themselves, because he puts knives in their hands and then it forces them to cut them. But the parents don't see Grimcutty, but these teenagers do. And then we have like the parents start to take their phones away, and it starts to have this message of teenagers are addicted to their cell phones and social media. But that's just like the tip of the iceberg with that. There's so much more that this film tries to do that it feels complicated for really no reason. It's trying to be profound and have this deep message about parents and their kids and relationships. And the way that it started off, I thought it would end up one way. And it did surprise me with how they ended the film, but it is completely different from where they started the beginning of this film. And so these messages that these parents are trying to send to their kids, and the message overall within this film, started off one way and ended up something completely different at the end. It was complicated and kind of hard to follow at times with all the messages they were trying to throw out. And this has the elements to make a really dark film. Grimcutty itself is absolutely terrifying. The story for the film does not work. So you have this potential in this creature to be terrifying and to be a real threat to the parents and teenagers in town, but the story it's trying to tell does not match that at all. The creature is dark and sinister. The story is really average. It is lackluster, and so many times I was, shocked with seeing Grimcutty towering over everybody and charging at people. That's stuff of nightmares for me. But when I got to the story and then this big message and all the teenagers and motivations and all of that was absolutely weak. It could have been strengthened and the plot would have been more rounded out and it would have been matching the tone of the film. The parents too in here are over dramatic, and I know that they're trying to protect their children against this internet meme and they don't see it, so they're not believing their teenagers. But some of the parents in here, the conversations just seem incredibly fake. It's way too dramatic for this kind of film. And so you listen to the conversations, the dialogue, it feels like something we've seen before. It's not translating nicely onto the screen. I found myself incredibly frustrated when it came to the parents and not believing their children, and some of the dialogue in here and how complicated this film tried to be, when it easily could have been a simple film that focused on Grimcutty and being that large threat. But instead it had to add these emotional scenes and these deeper themes to it when it didn't really feel welcomed in the first place. Overall, Grimcutty has the look to be a decent creature feature. The designs for Grimcutty are terrifying. There's some great effects within here, but that story does not match it at all, and the story is easily the most frustrating part of this film. The acting is bad from the parents and the teenagers. It's all very stiff, and I don't believe any of the performances or any of the relationships or any of the themes and messages that they're trying to cover within this film. It feels incredibly fake. So before I give you my score for Grimcutty on Hulu, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Grimcutty ranks amongst all of the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Grimcutty a C. Thank you guys for checking my review for Grimcutty, the new Hulu horror film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.